You're watching Footy Fantasy. It is your city thing, go meet your football needs. Banter from rivalries, he sure you go receive. From EPL to Champions League, your eyes go see. It's Footy Fantasy. You're watching Footy Fantasy. Footy Fantasy. It is your city thing, go meet your football need. Your football need. Banter from rivalries, he sure you go receive. Sure you go receive. From EPL to Champions League, your eyes go see. Your eyes go see. It's Footy Fantasy. Footy Fantasy.
Hello. Another Sunday service. We are live. This is the Manchester United edition of our season previews. I know we've done the one for Liverpool, we've done the one for Chelsea, we just finished the one for Arsenal like an hour ago. So if you support any of those teams, you want to check it out, some very good stuff there. Go back, check it out. The one for Chelsea is there, Liverpool one, Arsenal one. This is the Manchester United edition, the last of our season previews before we get locked in next week and we get back into our regular schedule. Before I go ahead, let me introduce my friends, my brothers. Yemi, how's it going?
Good morning, sir.
Good. None of you wore the jersey. I don't know why. I thought I was the one. I thought somebody else that wore United jersey. Yeah,
I
so
mean,
good.
after yesterday and the spanking we got, this is to send a message to the board that hey, we ain't happy, man. What's good?
Okay. Never judge players are friendly. That's my mantra. But hey, it's
No, well, true.
that's my mantra. I always live by that. Chudi, good to see you again. New season, we go again.
I appreciate the invite as always. We're here.
Okay, we're here. Before we go ahead, let's do quick admin like we always have to do. Like I try to tell people, tell a friend to tell a friend. You could tell your family, sisters. You shouldn't have enemies, but if you have enemies, tell your enemies too. They might be into soccer, Like, share, subscribe. That's my favorite pronouns. YouTube, Footy Fantasy, Twitter, Footy 80 Fantasy. Let's get us, the next month or so. Let's get us the road to 3,000. And our fantastic theme music was by a friend of the show, SJ Music. His Instagram handle is there. So yeah, just let people find our content, and the only way you can do that is to like, share, subscribe.
Yeah.
Okay, let's dive right in. I wanted to, of course, I said it's 5 million spent. Is described really good enough, right? And this is just about the transfer window so far. The thoughts about the transfer window. It's been I guess, quiet-ish transfer window. We've brought in two players, Tillemans and Andre Santos. So before we go ahead, three players. Carl Dallo, yes, that's it. Thank you. The goalkeeper, Carl Dallo. So three players to beat the squad. Who's the fourth player?
Thompson.
That's academic recruitment. That's not for first
Who's
team.
Thompson? Is it Orozco?
Yep. The left winger. No, even the Orozco was done last season, but it was finalized this window.
Tyler Thompson, I think, right?
Tyler Thompson, the Thompson guy from Spurs.
The wide man, yeah.
The left guy that played against PSG, I think.
Yeah, I think they say it's. I mean, conflicting reports, but we'll find out. They say it's for the first team. It's for academy.
It's academy.
It's academy recruitment. So we'll see. Yemi?
Yes, sir.
What are your thoughts? The transfer window so far. You can take it any direction. I just put this one to like kind of, get our thoughts going. You introduce us. What are your thoughts so far?
I mean, my thoughts are initially before the preseason, it was so far so good. You know what I'm saying? I am not heavily big on names. I'm big on fits and there's a profile of players. I think with the Santos and the Tillemans those are shrewd, smart signings.
Okay.
I don't have anything against that. And getting a backup goalkeeper, the guy, nothing against that either. It's what we do from here on, knowing the glaring fixes we need to make in our team that matters towards the end of the season. So my mantra has been, let's wait to the end of the transfer window before I give an assessment. But so far, yeah, we can use more. We can use, and Carrick actually said it that we need more.
He did.
Yeah, you did say that we need more. So the more, if you're asking me where, in what position, everybody knows. Everybody knows the position. If you're a Manchester United fan, you know where we need to fix. Left back. If Dogo is not playing left back, then we probably might have needed a left back since last year. So we should have gotten at the very least a left back in before most of this preseason starts. And I don't know what the aim is. If the aim is for sure to start and you bring the guy in slowly, I get it. So yeah, left back. I still feel we need one more midfielder because Mount will always be Mount. Um, yeah, Mount will always be Mount. And Maino hasn't shown me since he started playing for us that he can play a full season without one minor this injury that will take him out for 2 3 weeks and all that stuff. So now you're left with this in Tillemans. Tillemans, I don't know the year he played a full season without any breakdown or maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks out or all that stuff. I'm not sure. Santos, very good quality player. I see Carrick in him. I think Carrick sees himself in him too as well. He plays almost exactly like Carrick, but he's young, 22. And he played his 30 games last season, but and he wasn't relied upon to be the main man driving that midfield. So now, when it comes to Manchester United, are we relying on him now to be the main man driving our midfield going forward? So, like, these are the things. And now there's the striker position. If Rashford is staying off, he's going. We'll talk about that later. So, I mean, for me, the two main places that I actually want to see some changes, at the very least, if the club is not doing anything anymore,
Mhm.
is midfield and left back. And we should be. I think that should be manageable. Yeah.
Yeah, good points. Truly, in comparison to, I guess, our rivals, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, do you think this squad is really good enough based on where we are right now? August 16, 2026, where we are.
So, so to be fair, like I watched. I don't like going off of preseason, but I feel like I also don't think is negligent. It's just something you completely ignore per se, right? You have to
Yeah.
at least just get a feel of what we're doing, what other people are doing. I forget the team that Liverpool played. I forget, but I've watched one Liverpool preseason. I've watched a Chelsea preseason. Watched two of Arsenal's preseasons, and to be fair, in terms of how everyone is playing and whatnot, I'm excluding Arsenal from the list first. In terms of where the rest of them, Liverpool, Chelsea, even City, in some cases, where everyone is playing, I think it's not so much. It's not glaringly different per se. We don't have a venom. We don't have a bite per se. We don't have like that it factor yet. But if anything, we're looking very, very organized more than anything. So in terms of where the other teams are versus us, I don't think the disparity is that large. I
Yeah.
also don't think that we're as it's not something I'm waking up excited about or like, yes, we're about to surprise people per se. I'm not holding my breath for that yet. So that's why I'm very, very indifferent. But I don't think that there is disparity in my opinion, from what I see, but it's not it's not it's not that. Nah. It's mostly with Arsenal more than anything, and City in some cases. The rest of the other teams, like I don't see much of a. We're probably on that same part, to be honest, if you ask me.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, especially when you see what happened last season, right? The top of the Premier League and the middle table is getting so much closer. It's getting very, very obvious. And the
Mhm.
reality is because the top teams just don't have that, creme de la creme players anymore. They don't. People are have tried to like big brain this issue that is going on, whether it's with City. They don't have the creme de la creme. It's just City have tried to replace their creme de la creme elite players with other guys that they're just not good enough. It's just clear and it's very obvious. That's the simplest way I can say it. Liverpool have tried, they're not just good, they're not good enough. It's just clear and obvious. Right? Gakpo is definitely no money. For your Vert, let's just say that I know Salah was there last season, but let's just say clearly he's not good as Salah. If you go to City, Doku is clearly not as good as even Leroy Sané, who was there for like 2 seasons before he got injured. Before we even get people like Mahrez and all these guys, he's not as good as all those guys, right? Cherky is a good player. He does some things, flicks here and there. He's definitely no KDB, right? Like same thing. If you can go to the midfield, pick Gundogan, David Silva, they just don't have it. And because of that, you can see everything is closing. And that's why it looks like, it's always going to be tight, the points, and that's not pulled away because they have leveraged physicality
Or
so much.
the lower table teams have more impetus to them. No?
Yeah, no, they are recruiting. I think they have been
Yep.
recruiting good, even for like last 3, 4, 5 years. They have been.
Yep. Yep.
The reason why the cities and the Liverpool were able to get to like 90 something points this season because they had the creme de la creme. They had them, but they don't have them that more. And now the good recruitment of the Brightons, the Brentfords, uh, Everton to some extent, Crystal Palace, we can see now everybody's taking points off, Bournemouth, like going away to those teams, like it's guaranteed that if you're not in your A game, even when you're in your A game, you could still lose to them. That's how good those guys have looked like. So yeah. So that's essentially what I think. Our squad has been good. I think our squad recruitment has been good so far, in my opinion. I just think what has so this is my guess, of course, because you can go two ways now. If we end the window like this, I would say that's negligent of them. I expect them to get a left back in. I expect them to get a center midfielder in, for sure. But I think the approach by Manchester United has been, we are going to try to consolidate the foundations of the team. That's what I think they looked at. Like, we're not going to try to make mistakes of the past of, we came third. So that means we are ready for the league. Let's go and splurge 130 million on Elliot Anderson. Then we have maybe money to buy just one more player. 10 games into the season, Elliot Anderson is either just okay, fine, or then he gets a hamstring. Then we are back to, I know Ugarte is injured, but let's say Ugarte was fit. Then we're back to Ugarte again. And we have a terrible season. And we're like, Manchester have done it again. So instead, we're going to spread the money out. Let's get Premier League proven players, get the foundations of the squad, consolidate, and make sure we try to get Champions League football this season. We get Champions League football back to back. We've not done that since what? Solskjaer's, if I remember. Yeah, that was the last time we did that. Solskjaer's. So that's like 4-5 years ago now. Get that in, get us stabilized. By that time, whoever is going to be the first team players of this team, we'll start seeing it, right? We'll start seeing whether it's Cunha or Zimbuemo or Maino or maybe Stillemans. Then we can start adding the big pieces to take the squad to the next level. I think that was the decision they made. Maybe I'm being too optimistic, right? Time to tell. I don't know. Maybe that's optimism in me, but that's what I think Manchester United is doing right now.
I honestly think that that's not the thing they're looking at, to be honest with you. I don't think so. If you're saying they're looking at that from the youth aspect of it, because most of the players we've been actually signing actively are like the 17s, the 18s, the 16-year-old. I think they're trying to consolidate that part. And I know that most of if you read now, most of those, the Dan Gores, all those Fletcher brothers, most of them are gone. So they're trying to rebuild that area. So they're consolidating on that side. So now is trying to find that balance between getting the youth that will slowly graduate into the main scene, like your Thompsons, your Coneys, your Roscoes, guys that are in the next 1 or 2 years, you want to see if there's a progression into the main team, or if you're just going to be sold, or probably or probably will keep you for 1 year or two, and then if you don't break in, we're gone. You are gone. That type thing. I think that there's an active look and investment in that area. but what I'm seeing is more like it's more like what I've been reading and here is that we are not going to be drawn this into splashing unnecessary money on like unnecessary decent players. Hence the reason why we went in for this Anderson for like a couple of months and realized, man, these people are not going to budge from the 130 and we backed off. Fernandez, the same thing, backed off because of the money. Tonali backed off because of money. Most of the players, so like I think it's not more like this console. It's more like we are trying to get those players, but their money is just the price tag is too much. And I, for one, I can actually sit down here and say I was happy we didn't get. I mean, listen, you can get Anderson, but when they are quoting 100 and something, brother, we can chill on that and spread that money around, like you said. If I think that's what they're looking at. Money
But
is
yeah, I think those two things tie together though. Right?
gotcha.
They tie together in the sense that we come into the season, we have a valuation for players, and when we have this valuation, we try to make sure that we stick to those valuations. If by the time we start negotiation, if the valuation that we had in our budget is like, and the reality is like 60, 70% apart, we pull up. We were like, nah, we're not doing it. And that's exactly what. So I think it's all ties together. Because if you're trying to consolidate, you have to make sure you do not pay over the odds. Because what you are doing is you are building players like consolidate. Like they do not, pretty much, they do not believe Anderson is worth 116, 117 million pounds. It's not. They don't believe that. That's what the board thinks. They don't believe Fernandez is worth 85 million pounds because they don't think it's like a game changer, right? It's not like they don't think it's like we're getting like Paul Pogba or something, right? I'm pretty sure if Chouameni opens up for like 85 million, I'm pretty sure they'll get him. They'll do that for that.
Yeah,
For someone.
yeah.
Yeah.
They'll-
So that's what I mean by consolidating. It's like
Gotcha.
they're getting pieces to build out the squad.
Gotcha.
Okay, if you want to jump in, we're ready for you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. We can. I know. The floor is
Ayo,
yours.
everything I just said now is nonsense, right? Right? Let me tell you, this is what I've been arguing with Ayo. Listen, I argue about this 3 times a week, right? And I'll tell you why. The club knows how much players cost before they go and try and sign those players. I think I'm better off going around that way. Let me turn around there. The club
That's true.
knows,
That's true.
right? So there's no point waiting until the summer, right? Because the agent already knows the way these things work. From my limited knowledge, is that, and I was joking. Obviously, Ayo knows a lot, just first and obviously, and can't tell it, yeah. So what I'll say is, look, the agent now says, look, yes, the player wants us to join, right? Cool. Then the agent now goes to the selling club and says, how much would you be willing to sell this player? How much do you want for this player? The selling club now says they want 116 million for Elliot Anderson, right? Cool. Let's take it as an example. At that point, we're talking about January, February now. United now have to make a choice in January, February. Are they going to continue pursuing said player or leave it? Because you know that Marinakis is the negotiator. He's not going to budge. It's a bit like Levy, right? These guys, they are hard nosed. You can't trick them. You can't pull the wool over their eyes. So at that point, United they have to make a decision. There's no point knowing all that information and still saying they will do a deal at the right price. Yeah. Yeah, those are, yeah. There's no point saying at that point they'll do a deal at the right price. They've already told you the price 6 months ago. And so it just seems like then they will now like complain and say, oh, it's kind of like the old, and I love Silas Ferguson, it's like the old no value in the market argument we're hearing all those years. You remember Schneider and all those guys, Ozil, all those transfer sagas, the real ones and the fake one. Remember that guy from Benfica that every summer United was seen to be, yeah. Eventually, David Gill had to send an email to his agent saying, "Listen, stop putting these stories out there." But anyway, so United know these things, and I just feel that they are penny pinching. And I want to just, I don't know what question was asked, but what I'll say is this: I think that today's Community Shield would even strengthen their hand not to go and buy any players. Because I think United feel that United can comfortably make top five. And because of that, I think what they want to do now is pay off that $400 million outstanding transfer debt and still make Champions League. United are basically where Arsenal were 5 years ago. I think that's where United are now, in terms of their mentality and thinking. Then once that transfer debt is now net with what is owed, United will start spending again. But I honestly think United spending now and next summer, forget about it.
But we spent 200 and how much last summer? We spent 210 million pounds last summer, right? And so far we have spent 85. I'm pretty sure they're going to bring like one or two people in.
85, but net is 35 or something, right?
Yeah, 38.
Yeah. 38 net.
Yeah, 38 net. Yeah.
Whereas West Ham in the Championship have just spent 22 million on a player from Celtic.
Yeah.
You know?
I put you on mute. Somebody's echoing. Maybe it's
Is it me?
maybe it's you, Chidi.
I'm
Yeah.
annoyed.
I think it was
I'm
me.
very annoyed.
No, it's still going on.
I'm very annoyed.
Okay. Maybe somebody's echoing. Why am I echoing? Oh, it's probably okay. Do you have the podcast on YouTube? Okay. You probably
No,
have
no.
to. Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
I'll mute myself when I'm not talking though. I'll mute myself.
Okay. I'll mute you. So my own thoughts. I hear you, but I also think that there's nothing wrong in United keeping their powder dry, as long as a year, 2 years from now we're able to build a squad and we start to challenge for the title. That's my opinion, because I feel like we've tried let's get the big star player and build around with like whoever is there, or like pieces that just like squad guys that are not really that good and take risks. It doesn't work. We've tried that approach. And now we're trying this approach where we want to build out the squad, make sure we're competitive enough to finish in top five, try to reduce our transfer spend, because we are not a state-run club. So the reality is, because we're not a state-run club, we have to be mindful of how we spend. PSR rules is a real thing for people like us. We don't have the backdoor dealings that Chelsea and Man City do, where they are selling players that we know that the valuation is probably half that, and they are giving them, allegedly giving them, like, money in the back door to, like, we don't. United is not going to do that. United, Liverpool, Arsenal, those two teams would not do that. The ownership would not do anything like that. So because of that, we have to reduce our transfer spend. We have to take it down. That we owe transfer spend, we owe to other clubs. We have to take it down before we make transfers. So my point is, I don't think it's a bad idea. As long as, again, I keep going, but as long as we don't end the season with a squad like this. Because if you end the season with a squad like this, even the top five is at risk. Because all it takes is an injury to Bruno, injury to Maguire. Like, there's pieces in that squad that if any of them gets injured for like a month or two, we might not make top four. We might not make top five. So I think it would be negligent of them to leave the squad like this. So those are my thoughts.
Can I say something though?
Yeah, go ahead. Jimmy.
You said about the squad is good enough. Okay. You also said that the main goal is for us to make top four Champions League.
Yeah,
Champions League. I'm telling you right now, if you leave the squad like this, we're not making top four.
I don't disagree with
that. So I'm just trying to clarify, because everybody around us, they are improving or in the process of improving.
Yeah.
Man City will always be up there. They may not win the league, but they are going to be in top four. Yeah, I can guarantee you that, because they have enough. They have one or two serious game changers on that team that can carry the team in set times to bring them there. The Gunners will
just to quickly say something. I think, just to add to your point, I'll be very, very quick. If City are in trouble, like City are sixth in January, which I think is possible, City would just wholesale change. They will just spend 200-300 million and get a new manager. Sorry, go on.
And minus that, a lot of people are counting out Spurs. I'm not going to count them out, because that squad has immensely improved quality wise and coaching wise from last season. Now, this whatever happens to them happens to them. I am not putting them high, but that is somebody that we need to be looking at and in our review mirror. A guy that if anything clicks, and this season and this coming season is like last season where nothing, no, like nothing can be predicted. You don't know if they can go up or come down. We were this in 15th this in 2 seasons ago. We're third last season. We finished third. So this anything can happen. Chelsea. A lot of people talk about Chelsea. We don't know what might happen. In this season coming, nobody knows anything. The only constant that we have is Arsenal.
Yeah.
That's the only constant. The top from Arsenal, Man City, Manchester, Chelsea, Spurs, Aston Villa, everybody, they are almost in one pot. You could close your eyes and mix that thing together, and you can come out with anything. You said that and then I want to address something. Nobody might want to hear this, but I'll say it here. I think we can sustain an injury to Bruno. Not for too long, but we can.
No. No.
The person we cannot sustain, the person that we can't bank for, if two people get injured, we are done. Is Lemons and one of Tillemans or Santos. If this squad remains the same, if Santos or Tillemans should get injured, then we're in trouble. Bruno, we can't sustain Bruno. If Bruno sits for 2 3 weeks, we are not dead. If Tillemans get injured, just based on the few things I've seen just in friendly and last season, um, you can imagine another this Onana in our post. If Onana was our goalkeeper, we are 15th or something. I rest my case, man. God.
Okay. Chudi, do you have any other thoughts, or we go? Should we go to the next topic?
I mean, everyone said most of all they said. I don't agree with Layman's having that much of a stronghold, but yes, it will affect us. But I think Dallo is a very, very capable backup.
I was going to say that
But
too. Yeah, that's what I think.
I would also add I do agree with the midfield aspect of either Santos and Tillemans, and I actually lean towards Santos. I was surprisingly like the amount of grounds that man covers, and I know you mentioned that he looks so much like Carrick. I think I actually low-key disagree in the sense of Carrick was more of a positionally astute midfielder versus this guy covers ground. Like he actually covers proper ground. Like that was the most one transfer I was very happy with. Like low-key, as much as I disrespected it for a long time. But I don't want
We
to.
did. We did. I
I
agree
don't want
now.
to stress it. I disrespected it. I'm not
I
even gonna
agree.
lie. I'm gonna take my hands off. But I was surprisingly impressed the level he covers ground. And I mean, yes, it was around the time where we're looking at Tonali, and when Tonali went to Spurs, that thing really it pissed me off that we lost that. That was the one transfer that pained me more than anything. But again, I mean, I do agree that we do. It's still shaky if the squad stays healthy the whole period, I still think we can do the top five personally. But I don't think the club can complete the whole team can completely stay healthy with what it is. But if I'm being honest, but I still think
And
it's a
after
very
and
solid
after a World Cup year, but
touche. Fair enough.
Yeah. Okay.
Fair enough.
I guess we've overflogged this issue now. Let's go. So, Chudi, I'll stay with you. Which United
Mm.
player do you think will have a breakout season?
For me, and this is not stressing on in one name that comes to mind that doesn't even is Mbuemo for me. I feel
Okay.
this is the year he's going to wall out for me. Like he's going to do something for me. I feel it, and it's him. And I know I should only mention one. I think he's going to have a standout season. But this year too, another person is. I feel like we're going to see a lot more of it in heaven from. Like we have to see more of that kid. I don't know how. I still scratch my head how we got him from Arsenal, but we that boy gives me so much excitement. We have something on our hands. Like I've never been this sure about a play in a very long time. We do have something on our hands with that kid. He didn't have it. So, but not to flog this issue too much for me is one more.
Okay. Okay. You hear me?
Yuri Tillemans.
Okay.
Oh, we will need him. Like well, him and Santos. My prayer is the bedding quick and the understanding of the core of the team gets established. We have lacked a player of Yuri Tillemans ish start in terms of drop back, control the team, control the play. Santos too gives us that. You talked about him just running a covering ground. I don't even care about him covering ground. He's a good shield in front of that defense every time they play. He's that player that drops to the back, make a back three, and moves that ball forward. He Anderson Tillemans actually said it that whenever he goes forward, he knows that he has Santos behind him to give them the shield in the team. Everything we do good in preseason. I've watched all our preseason game. Again, it's preseason. Don't put too much stock into it. But for the games we've done well and for the goals we've scored and how we've dictated games and pushed games, Santos had a sprint on it from deep, controlling the team. So Santos and Telemans, yes.
Okay. It's a good one. Okay. If you're still with us, looks like you're frozen.
Nah, it's frozen.
Okay. Let me see what they come back. For me, I think is I'm with Judy also. I think it's Aiden Heaven. I don't understand why. Okay, let me take this back. I understand why Martinez gets ahead of him. I get it. He's a senior player. He also historically, apparently, has a history of not doing well when he's put on the bench, right? Remember, he kicked up a force with Amorim and a little
Mhm.
bit. So yeah, he historically has that with him. So I think Eddie Heaven could be the real deal. Comparing to Lenny Euro, I think he could be the real deal. I think he should get way more game time. He seems more steady on the ball. He seems more physically robust. He seems more ready for the Premier League. He seems more good, better in the air. I honestly think Lautaro at this point now should either play games where maybe like that first game where we're going to have absolutely no threat against us. You can play Lautaro Martinez, because I think the thing he does is getting a bit too overrated. I understand why blind breaking passes are important. I get it, but it's getting a bit too overrated for all his. When you compare to the flaws he has in his games, the lack of physicality, his lack of poor positioning, his liability in the air. I think Anthony always gets injured. I'm like, nah. He's the impact of Lautaro Martinez is not as great as people think it is. That's my personal. I've been that way since last season because I've been paying very close attention to him. And even in the World Cup, you saw he had too many flaws that other teams took advantage of. I'm like, this guy, I'm not really sold on him. And I know he's going to kick up a fuss, right? But I see no reason why United have to give him game time. He's in his final year of his contract. He's
Is
good.
he?
Yeah, he's going to live on the free. His final year of his contract. This is his final year of his contract.
Oh, I
But
thought he had one. I thought he had 1+1.
okay, maybe United have 1+1 option. Okay, yes, so
That's
maybe
that's optional.
the
One for one
optional
is
one.
optional.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So, but like I don't see us the reason why he could play games, but when we have like really key games in the league, robust games, I prefer the Evan there. That's so I think Evan's gonna have a breakout season.
Can I say
Okay.
something there right quick?
Okay,
Let
go
me
ahead.
just say something. You said Haven. I
Yeah.
watched Haven in this preseason. In the air, he's not good. He's actually the best person in the air. I'm telling you, I watched all our
Fire.
preseason. I watched
I
all our
watched it.
preseason. I watched all our preseason game twice. The
Same.
person that helped us in the air, funny enough, is Lenny Euro. Lenny Euro physically in the air. We have suffered from crosses. Most of our goals we've considered this preseason have been from crosses in the air. We've been poor. We've been
Mm,
poor. Go check the goals. Most of the goals, Maguire has helped.
yeah.
Maguire, Lenny Euro. Now, in terms of ball playing from the back, I mean, Haven is Haven. No ball playing, but his special awareness in the hair and stuff, Haven needs to work on it. When you have time, go watch those. All the goals we've
No,
considered.
I wouldn't. Sorry,
No, no,
I
no,
wouldn't.
no.
s- I wouldn't say in the air, in the sense that so yes, goals we consider in the air. The Ramos goal that happened against Milan. There was no air goal in the PSG. Rosenberg would kill them. Wrexham was just a passing. So I wouldn't say in the air per se, but more of just his awareness where the balls are crossing in and whatnot. Again, I don't like hold him hostage to those kind of things because
True, true, true.
young
He's
player
young.
and
He's still
whatnot,
young. Yeah.
positioning astute. But for
Mm-hmm.
me now is what I see in him. I see a Rio then back then in Leeds United back in early 2000s, where it was like
Oh, he's good.
Leeds, this guy in terms of his composure on the ball, carrying that ball out. Nobody carries that ball out that back better than he does. For me, Maguire has his way. He can make some moves, but if he's on a heavy press,
Oh no,
if
this
he's on a heavy
Heaven is
press
standout. Heaven is the best. Heaven compared to me,
and
Heaven is actually a
and
better ball
his
carrier from defense compared to Licha.
and his recovery is ridiculous.
Lenny
His
Euro
recovery,
too.
yes, but
Lenny Euro has a
Heaven's
better recovery. Lenny Euro has a better recovery than everybody in that defense. Go, brother, go watch those games. And this is Lenny Euro that played a chunk of our games, our friendly
as
games,
right back the first two games, yeah,
as right back.
but
Bro, this
32
boy
games,
was
sorry, yeah,
cleaning up when Lenny Euro played center back against PSG.
yeah,
Bro,
good
this
game.
dude was impeccable. Now, but listen, I think United we've hit jackpot with those two, Lenny Euro and Haven. If we just can make sure like we keep them grounded and they grow and we try and improve them and improve, we hit jackpot. Yeah.
I'm not sure if I think Jack will Lady Euro. I would say that I'm not sure. I think it's 50-50 with Lady Euro.
Okay.
I think we think Jack will heaven. Lady Euro, I think it's 50-50. Because I'm with Chudi. I think it's good. Again, there's a reason I don't watch friendlies. And this is why. I think all of you that know me know, and I say this, and I'm just going to repeat it on the podcast. I think friendlies are used to like improve fitness, to dial in on tactics, like the intensity level on both sides. On one side, people are managing, trying not to get injuries, right? But what I watched during competitive games of Lenny Euro is pretty much almost a liability on the ball. What he's trying to play out of the back is the liability. That's the first thing I say about Lenny Euro. Positionally, Lenny Euro has a lot to learn positionally. He covers up for it because of his recovery. Yes, he has like one Bissaka kind of recovery where he's long leg, run and clear. I agree with that, but he has a lot to learn when it comes to composure. In
Okay.
the air, he's maybe in this friendlies he was good. That's fine. I'm not. In the air, he's piss poor. Lanier is piss poor. What I saw last season, he is really really poor in the air. He like gets
Bro,
beaten
if
every.
Lenny Euro is piss poor in the air,
Evan is better than him. What I
I
saw of
wouldn't
Evan,
Ever no
I
no
wouldn't use those words.
no Lenny
I
Euro
wouldn't
is
use
not
those.
piss poor in the air. I don't
okay.
know where you're getting your
In
information from.
comparison
I
to
go and
Evan,
watch games. Are
the
your
league
please? Go and-
games we watched last season, Heaven had a far better performance than Lenny Euro in the air, on the ground that I watched. That's
That
my own
I can agree with that.
analysis. I don't like as friendly
I
game.
I
I
can
don't care about friendly.
agree. So
Competitive
this
games
I
too.
can agree
But
with that,
yeah,
but I won't say piss poor, Baba.
I
Yeah,
think
we
he
are
is.
as to
I think he is.
imagine it's
There are so many
nonsense.
games
I
that
got
there's so many games I can go to just mentally. I just remember Lenny Euro was the Leeds one. He got fouled, but the way he went for the ball, the Leeds game, he cost us against Tottenham Forest. He cost us against I think Bournemouth. Lenny Euro in the air is well. That's what I think. Anyway, I don't have to be right. That's just my
that.
opinion. So
that.
I think it's Eddie Heaven, and I think it's going
Mm-hmm.
to it should have a breakout season. I hope Carrick, that my fear for Carrick, I hope Carrick does not do the seniority and just like keep force feeding Martinez into the lineup because he's trying to keep harmony. That's just my hope. You can give him games, but I think Heaven should be prioritized.
So I'll say one last thing about
That's gonna be
Heaven.
hard, man.
I think so. Just this is me again reading into things. I think Heaven is also very feisty and super confident. Just the way he carries himself, like
Oh yeah.
the way he talks to the other player, relates to his player. You see his mother fully involved in these things. I don't know if you
Mm-hmm.
got this in your way saying that Maguire was really helping him and
Mm-hmm.
this.
Mm-hmm.
When people were
Mm-hmm.
speaking to him, his mother was speaking heavily on that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if you also notice, Carrick, like even from last season, there were games where Carrick would throw him last 10 minutes. Even games where we had like a 1 point, one game, one goal lead or whatnot. You just throw him in there and stuff like that. So I think that aspect is also getting him in there. But for someone like a Euro, like which who I'm a fan, I'm a big fan of Euro too. But there's also a little bit of fear and timid, like especially when his form is not together. If things starts breaking apart, he loses his whole head completely. Like I don't know if there was a thing that he mentioned recently where he was talking about the criticism that he received as a football player, and he goes that people keep forgetting I'm just 20 and this and that. I'm like, damn. I'm like, this is not the kind of energy we need. But I understand where you're coming from. But at the same time,
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
I
yeah.
get it. I get it. So two different characters, night and day. But heaven is
Heaven
feisty.
is the
He's
real deal.
comfortable.
He's the real deal. He's the real deal, without question.
But
Yeah.
Okay, Rashford. It's always controversial, you know. Rashford is back. I see the smile from Tudy. Your favorite guy, Rashford is back. uh Rashford is back. I think he came on, right? He
Yeah,
came
he
on
did.
against.
Hmm.
So I guess the question, let's maybe I'll start with Yemi. I think I started with you the last time. I'll start with Yemi this time. Do you think Rashford can resurrect his United career under Carrick?
I think he can. Anything is possible. I think he can. This is whatever happened in the past happened in the past. Nobody has the full knowledge of everything that happened in the past. People are just guessing and talking. So we don't know. My thing is, if Rashford, if we see, I watch Barcelona a lot. I can tell you
Yeah.
it's my team. If we see 85% of what Rashford showed in Barcelona, we have a seriously good player. He will bench Cunha. And I am not joking. Now my thing is Rashford has a lot to do on his part to make sure things go well. I just want Rashford to be Rashford. And a lot from it has to come between Rashford and the coach. If Rashford wants to stay in Manchester United, the most important thing is, does Rashford want to stay and play for Manchester United? If he wants to play for Manchester United and he gives the same, what I don't talk about body language and all that thing because I'm not a body language expert. I don't care about those things. I never did because Bebertov, we complained about his body language. He bowed. But body language, I don't believe. I've never talked about that. It don't. So my thing is your quality. Rashford's quality, the team needs. But my thing is, the club need to figure out what they want to do with Rashford. If they figured it out, we saw Rashford wear like the number 9 this in jersey yesterday. Number 9.
I saw
If
that.
if he's wearing number 9, if he's staying, I'm okay. I'm good. He's an attacker we need. His type of qualities we need. He's a big game player. He has always showed up in big games for us.
Yeah.
So if Carrick is cool with it and Rashford is cool with it and the team is cool with it, I don't forget. If Carrick is cool with it and Rashford is cool with it, I'm good. Now, if he needs to leave, let him leave. We get somebody else. But this, if you're asking me, Rashford is back. He's back. If he stays, I'm happy. If he doesn't stay, I'm happy. Provided we get a replacement. If he doesn't stay, better get replacement.
Judy, Rashford, do you think he should start? Or do you think selling him is still the best decision? What are your thoughts, Judy?
yeah, I agree with everything Amy just said. Because I mean, it's you saw glimpses of him in AC with AC Milan, some glimpse of desire. I don't want to use Barcelona to judge because I thought he played well during Barcelona time, but again, compared to what Carrick is trying to do with this team, the level of running involved, he was not doing near that much running at Barcelona. Just going to
He
be honest
wasn't.
with you.
He wasn't.
So, but is Carrick okay with it? To just like, you know what? Look, while we're willing to accommodate this situation, we're not doing yes, the 4-2-4 press, whatever, we'll leave it as is, and we'll figure out a way to accommodate it. I don't know what his plan is. But I'm not optimistic, neither am I pessimistic about it. Like I am in the middle where I'm like, look, indifferent. I feel like I'm just praying that if it goes left and doesn't work out, it doesn't have any irreparable damage to the whole thing. Because I feel like as much as Yemi says, oh, if we're going to sell him, or if we're not good, if it's not going to work out, let's sell him and get replacement. I personally don't think it's ever going to happen that way. I feel like, God forbid, if things go left or things don't stop working out, whatever it is, and we figured like we're already mid-August, third week in August, that hey, you know what, this guy has to go off or whatever the case may be. It's never going to be that seamless to get rid of him and bring in somebody. It's never. It's
True.
9 out of 10 times we'll go through the season, we'll go through some pain. There might be factions create. I just feel there will be more to it that would be hard to avoid unless. I always feel like there's going to be something dramatic that will come out of it. Sadly,
Yes, I can see that.
I'm
And that's
hoping to
my
God
and
not
that's
to
my
get to
fear.
that point.
And
I
that's
don't
my
think it
fear.
will be as seamless. So that's why I can't really say, oh, if we're going to sell, let's get replacement. If we're going to do, let's just know what we're doing. Yes, I'm indifferent, but I'm not optim. I'm just in the middle. But at the same time, I'm just praying. Whatever happens, let it just be. Let's find a way to just keep things in motion somehow. That's all I'm praying for.
Yeah,
I
you're right.
never think it's going to be that seamless. I fear it won't be that seamless more than
It's
anything.
it's not going to be that seamless. The reason why it's not going to be that seamless is even before Rashford came, everybody talked about it. From this number one hitter, Goodrich or Goodbridge, whether that guy has spewed a whole lot of hit in the air, like Rashford. I don't want Rashford now. He's here. All these podcasters, most of them are Rashford shouldn't come back. And if you listen to the reason why they don't want him to come back, it's more like what he did in the season pass and all that stuff. The few people that want him back know that if we let Rashford go, are we able to get anybody as close to his quality and his footballing ability when you are trying to sell him for 28 or 30 million? Who can you use 30 million to go and buy that can come and hit the ground running almost like that at Manchester United? In this present day market, brother, if you go to Cotonou and you can't buy a street player in Cotonou for 30 million because
But
30 million is
they're factoring in the wages too.
yeah, wages and all that stuff. But like, if we let him go wages, we have to be able to pull in somebody that can give us like this in the market right now. I don't know of anybody that is within the 40 million or 50 million that can come and give us what Rashford can give us. And I'm just so I mean, like the prayer is it works out. If it doesn't work out, it's gonna be a big brouhaha because everybody's gonna be talking about Rashford. The game it doesn't start, they are gonna say, why didn't Rashford start? The game that he comes off the bench, they're going to say, so it's Rashford coming off. The game that Rashford plays and he doesn't score, if he plays 2 games and he doesn't score, voila, so. If he plays so this, I do get the fact that where people just, I think folks are just, they just want to be done with the whole thing. Like, let Rashford go and let's just have our club back. But it is what it is.
I can see it like, yeah, just to like double down what both of you are saying. It's like if this goes south, I can only see all these weirdos. I call them weirdos online, creating comps where they'll be like, oh, this Kai project was going in the right direction until one man came. They'll make it like a whole movie, cinematic,
Like, we told you so type thing.
very, very dramatic. I can see it happening. But I'm going to stay optimistic. I'm going to stay along the optimistic lane. And just because I look at Carrick's personality, right? I think within the team, I know there might be outside noise, within the environment of the team, even if it goes south. I think actually it going south will be if he gets injured. That's what I can see. He gets like an
Ah,
injury and we don't see him. He's in and out of the team, muscle, whatever. That's it going south. I think if Rashford is fit, I think he'll contribute. It won't be like La Liga level because La Liga is not the Premier League, right? But I think I can see Rashford giving us all competitions like 10 goals. I can see that. I can see him doing that. I think it will be fine.
Yeah,
That's what I think.
What
I
would that
think
what would that be to you though?
what's that?
What would the 10 goals equate to you? Like, would that mean that okay, yes, he's on his final year, B or no? Is it
That's
second
one more
2 more
year.
years?
you
He's
have
the
one
one
more
on
year after
record.
this season.
Yeah,
So
2028. Yes,
2028.
2028. Yeah.
So what would 10 goals mean? Would that mean like warranting? What would that mean as a fan? Like in terms of, are we content with that? Are we like, okay, thank God it didn't go bad, or where are you at?
I'm fine. This is why I'm fine with that. Because I know that I do not expect Rashford to be. I mean, I guess we're going to go to that. Who's strongest 11? That's the next topic.
Okay.
I do not expect Rashford to be a starter. I
Okay.
know there will be a lot of outside noise
Mm-hmm.
that will come in and be like, oh, 300,000 on the bench. It's going to happen. That's fine. I think you start some games, especially in Europe. I think Carrick and the team around him are sensible enough to understand that, oh, Rashford's probably better for us in Europe. We saw it in Barcelona, we saw it in Aston Villa.
Yeah.
Just keep the trend
And they
going.
also it in Manchester United too.
Correct. Yeah,
It's
don't
a
write
big
this.
umbrella.
Just keep the trend going. So I think in European games, Rashford will play a lot more. He will start some games, but I think in Premier League games, I can see him coming off the bench most times. So when we have injury, like Cunha is hurt, Rashford will start some games. Especially when we have like 3 games in a week, right? But I'll be fine with 10 goals. Because for me, just like Yemi said, and you said, I think you said, I'm more important than United. Just whatever we have to do, you just have to try and get Champions League. As long as the team goal is fulfilled, I'm fine with it.
Let me ask you a
What Rashford
question,
means to
Aaron.
me, let me land, Yemi. What Rashford means to me is way bigger than like, oh, this season. So like, what Rashford means to me and what he has done for the club is all the 100 and something goals he scored from academy, like when he was carrying the club on his back. That's what Rashford means to me. What he does from here going on out is as long as it doesn't implode and is giving press conference and like he is the one causing toxicity. As long as it doesn't get to that, I'm fine.
fair.
10 goals, I'm fine with it. That's what I think.
Okay.
I think it's be like that. It's just be fine. I'll be shocked if it to be like, wow, he scores like 20 goals. Like I'll be shocked. I think it's be like 10 goals. I'll be fine with it, in my opinion.
So if it starts from the bench,
Mhm.
I think it gives us 12 goals. If we combine all the competitions, FA Cup, Carling Cup, all those Champions League and all that stuff, and
Yeah.
Premier League, I think he can give that. If he starts more often, I think we can get 15 goals from him. Because I know Umbuemo, Konya, with the amount of games they are going to play, we should almost be expecting minimum 10 goals from them. Sheshko, if Sheshko plays with the amount of games we will play, hey man, the average double figure goals this past season. Just man, the 3 of them.
Yeah.
So and with the way we play and the way we attack, they will always eat. My question to you guys is this: the dressing room, if this thing, let's just say it goes south, it starts to go south.
Yeah.
Do we have enough characters and leadership core in the team to be able to probably pull Rashford to the side and say, you know what, let's chill on here. Do you think we have that nucleus of guys that can say, okay, Rashford will hold you down? So during the time of this, David Beckham, we had those men that were like, yeah, you go do what you gotta do. But there were men in that team, the Gary Nevilles, the Roy Keanes, the Paul Scholes, all those guys that were like men, like, don't worry, at this point, bunker down here, we got you. Or like this, if things are going bad, they can dial him in quickly, like, hey man, chill out on that. Focus on football. Or let's just dial in him to make sure that he's centered. In terms of emotions, mentality, I don't like using that word mentality, but just in terms of emotions and just getting him in the right place. Do you think we have the core in the team right now to be able to accommodate that?
Not a Russia caliber type player. No, we don't have it.
Gotcha. So
No, I
like
don't.
Bruno can.
I want to say Bruno, yeah, but no, Bruno doesn't have that level of, I don't know the word, impetus or just respect. That just he's not going to command that enough of it for Russia to. Russia
Gotcha.
can get very emotional, and I don't think Bruno has it in him. Even though Bruno commands respect in that locker room, I don't think Bruno has it in him. And we saw
Gotcha.
that. It's almost like the whole Ronaldo thing, and then this, and we've had, and Bruno has been there for a while, but it's almost like Rashford came out as a youth, but at the same time, he was almost around then when Bruno was also coming into the fix. So I don't think the respect factor is as heavy
Gotcha.
than what other players will have for Bruno. So I don't think we have it now. So if it goes left, that shit is going left.
So
God, like
my
that's
own
why it
response.
will go left.
My own response to that is I think Rashford loves Manchester United too much. Like, see, when he left, he never said anything negative. They tried to all these loans in Villa, he was saying positive. I think he loves United too much. One, I think the players, this core players, all like each other so much. Like when Rashford, when he was doing well in Villa, you see Maguire, you see Bruno commenting on his stuff. Good luck. Oh, congrats when he won the league. Like I think they all really, really like each other. I really do think So Maguire, all those are the leaders in the room. I think it's Maguire, Shaw, Bruno. I think they really all like each other,
I
right?
love
So I
yeah.
think I think it will never get to that point where it will be that toxic that they have to step in. I think, yeah, I just think what will happen is worst case scenario, like I see, is he gets injured a lot, and then he's in out of and then he has zero impact because it's every time he's trying to recover from one injury, he's getting going back injured.
Uh-huh.
That's what I can see, but
Mhm.
that's the worst case scenario I can see. I think uh, what I think will eventually happen is just be fine. I think it just be fine. That's
Okay.
what I think. Okay, let's roll on. Let's roll on. So we can let this man go and do his workout. I can see he's ready. Maybe he has already taken his pre-workout. Who knows? Who knows? Okay,
Mm.
who gets dropped? I'll start with you, Chudi. Who's your strongest 11 based on where we are? Again, August 16, 2026. Who's your strongest 11? Everyone fit.
Everyone fits.
Yes. And you can use what you have seen in preseason, whatever metrics. Who's your strongest 11?
Based on what I have seen, I'll
Mhm.
still go my back line. My back line is Maguire, Heaven. My right back, as crazy as it will sound, and I pray he comes back with that energy. That's Rawi, funny enough. My left back,
This man's very low, man. My goodness. I don't know where it comes from, but go ahead.
It toss
my
in the
left
air.
back, my left back stays ashore. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah,
stays there.
there's no other option.
Yeah, in the middle of the park, I'll probably have I will have. I believe Santos has to be there, in my opinion. I think Santos has to be there. I believe the fight is between Kobe and Tillemans. I think playing Kobe and Tillemans in that middle is a disaster waiting to happen. I don't think we should risk that kind of thing. But I'll go probably Santos. I'll have Tillemans there. On the left wing, I'll probably have Cunha there. I would have of course Bruno in the middle at the 10, and I'll have what's his name? Um, this is where I struggle a little bit. It's not screw it. They figure it out. As crazy again as this will sound, and I don't like him as our number 9 per se, but I still feel he finds a way to be effective.
Mm-hmm.
Funny enough, like when he's allowed that liberty,
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with Mbuemo up top, and I'll have Ahmad on that right.
Gotcha.
I
I like
feel
it.
like I feel like I can bench Ahmad because of that pressing ability and that level of energy, and then that's of course one on one his ability and whatnot. But the level of intensity you get from Ahmad on that right, because I mean our right is pretty much just where most of the action comes from, and Buemo doesn't play like a true number. He will never play like a true number 9. He can. He's not going to play with his back to goal. You're going to mostly have balls coming quicker on transition, and eventually he will start drifting and interchanging with either Ahmad or Bruno and things like that. But somehow I've seen it. Somehow it works. So this will be it for me.
Okay.
Of course, Lemons in goal
Yes, of course. No doubt there.
goes
Gavin,
without saying.
Gavin, what's yours?
If you ask me as the season starts, I don't know who we are going to sign or whatever, whatever. So
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you ask me now, like the season starts, who plays? Lemons, goalkeeper. Right back will be Mazraoui based on what we've seen. Either Mazraoui or, weird enough, Lenny Euro, because Lenny Euro played. Now, based on
He doesn't
preseason.
give anything up top. He doesn't give us anything up top.
Bro, no,
We lose
no,
so
no,
much.
no, no,
And
no,
I
no.
love
I'm saying
Euro. I'm
based
saying
on,
this out of my love.
hold on.
Even
No, no, no,
preseason.
hold on. I'm going based on preseason, what I've seen in preseason. We have to judge. I can't look at last season because
No,
I
I am
look at
judging it for
fitness.
preseason. Oh.
Yeah, I'm looking at fitness and anything. Now, it also depends on how you position these players. It's not where you start. It's what you do when we are defending, when we are attacking, when we're in possession, when we're out of possession, all that stuff. So, but this, I'll put Mazraoui there. I'll put Masraoui there just because of his right back. Left back, I'm going to ruffle feathers. I'll put
Don't say
Shaw.
what about
I'll
it.
put Shaw.
Okay.
I'll put Shaw because he's been the one that's been playing it, so he might as well. Center back, I'm with you guys, Maguire, Haven, because they've been playing since preseason. So trust them, and everybody's not that fit. So in the midfield is where problem is. Santos starts. He has to.
Okay.
And the Tillemans starts. On the right will be Ahmad, because so far this preseason, he has been one of our best players. On the number 9 position is Imbuemo. Nobody, I don't see anybody else. Now on the left, I'll play depending on the game, is either Dogu or Cunha. Depending on who we are playing. If we are playing a hall and it's the first games of the season, Dogu is more match fit. So I'll start Dogu. So Cunha can come in. Now, if you're asking me who is my starter for against Hall, our first game, I'll start Dogu instead of Cunha. So Cunha on the
But
bench.
generally,
No, not. I can't speak for general because I don't know who we are bringing in. I don't know who's coming out. But like when the season is, so when we get everybody
as
as
is
is
now,
now, as is now, based on I cannot throw away preseason because most Okonia is not fit. I watched him play yesterday, almost died on the field after 20 minutes.
fair, fair. Okay.
So Bruno almost died on the field. Bruno was trash.
I said,
It's their first
who
90
gets
minutes.
dropped? Yeah, we follow the question. Who
I
gets dropped
don't know who gets
when
dropped because I
everyone
don't
is
know who comes in.
when
No. It's a
everyone
difficult
is fit?
question.
Yeah,
No, it's a
as
difficult question.
is.
It's
But the
a
thing that
difficult
as
question because I
is,
don't know who is
what
in
is
or out.
no, but
Uh-huh.
he's saying as is. Forget transfers.
Yeah, as we have
As
right now,
is,
Who gets
as,
as
dropped?
is.
assuming everyone is
Santos
fit.
starts. Whoever.
That's fine. I say everyone is fit. Look at this man. He has dropped off.
Did we lose it?
I think so. He just went dark.
Hey
Jesus.
man,
I mean,
Ugarte gets dropped.
your video just went dark. I don't know what happened to your
Oh,
video.
sorry, I got a call. I got a
Okay.
call.
Oh,
Listen,
okay.
Ogate gets dropped. Casimiro gets dropped.
No, no, no. Go away. Anyway, that's your level. That's your level.
That's my level. That's my level for now. I can't speak for the future.
That's fine. That's
Depending
fine.
on who we bring in, if we bring in another midfielder now and we bring in a left back, definitely I will escort Shaw. If we bring a quality left back, I will go to England, take take mattress and boss. I'll go and meet Shaw. Pack on short clothes. I think it will.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, I think most of you guys line up. That's what I would do too. I'm definitely not playing Masraoui. I don't understand this Masraoui
Are you
love.
a Mazraoui? Eh?
I would never
Yo.
understand it because it's
So
like,
what? Dallo?
So who you play,
yes,
Dalot?
absolutely, without a
Dalot.
shadow of a doubt, he's not great. Better than Masraoui. Like we've seen this. We saw this other
So
Carrick. The game Masraoui started, we were disaster. Like
yeah.
at the right back. He's
So
not a great right back. I don't understand because
so
I think people look at Masraoui and say, because Masraoui will not necessarily do anything that will lose you a game. People will say Masraoui, but he doesn't do anything to win a game for you.
no
He
no
will
so
not
so
overlap. He will not make
uh,
right runs in the final third. He do.
so
Masraoui is a
as,
big liability for
according
us.
to Yebi, we're going to based on what has been recency bias, right?
Okay.
So the recency bias was like skinhead Mazraoui in the World Cup, and also him.
Don't tell me about Walker. I don't care about Walker. Don't care. It's
Okay,
World
fair
Cup,
enough. That's
international
why we
football
say,
and Premier League is completely
which
different. I
is
don't care about
I
Walker.
understand, which is why we say there's a recency bias. There's a
Okay.
recency bias. For me, it's three things, right? I agree with the Euro thing. Throughout the preseason, defensively he was amazing. But
Good for him.
our right wing, which our right wing where most of our promise comes from, because literally nothing. Our left just moves on transition. That's why I'm not a big fan of being Doku, where it's like in terms of a team that is sitting back to defend, like we don't get too much from Doku per se in terms of unlucky. It's just unless we're playing that transition, boom, quick run.
Against a big team that gives us
And
space
that's
in behind. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
exactly that leaves space behind and stuff. That's where we get something from Dogu. That's why I'm not a big fan. That left just locked. The minute PSG decided to now play their normal game, bro, like we had nothing on that left. It was done. The left was done. The right hand
I
side,
will tell you
What is happening with his phone? I guess he keeps getting calls in.
I mean,
But yeah,
he
so
seems to be an important guy. But go ahead.
but
I will
but the
tell you,
right side.
I will tell you, left to me, I don't want to see Dogo as a left winger again. Because that guy, if there's no space in front, he's dead. Left to me, I will put him back as left back.
Absolutely
Le-
not.
Left to
So
me. So
Euro defensively is amazing, but he doesn't give us anything more in that attack. Even interlinking plays, trying to do something. The minute he tries to overstep and try to do more in attack, that is where the vulnerability now comes out because he
no,
doesn't
no,
know
no.
how
It
to
depends. It
bring that, and
depends.
that's where
It depends on how you use it.
we saw it.
It depends on
We
hold
saw
on,
it.
hold on, Papa. Chill out. It
I
depends.
can give you the examples. I can give you the exact. I can give you the specific examples you want. The same way we consider that first goal for PSG.
Uh-huh.
Not just that goal. I'll tell you again. The goal that Wrexham scored us, that was passed in there and whatnot, to the one that leads. That I think was, I forget his name. That got the Leeds goal that was scored. The minute he pulls up and that track back period, that yes, he can recover on time, but that position, knowing when to take a risk, when to be in a position, that other stuff up top
Excuse me,
is
sir.
missing. And I
Respect,
can't fault him. He's not a right
respect
back. I
yourself.
can't
Oh.
fault him.
That lead goal, that has nothing to do with Lenny Euro, Baba. That lead goal, I
I'm
will
talking about
respect
what
yourself.
led to it.
What led to it had nothing to do with Lenny Euro, bro. That game was already going. The game was in transition moving forward. Lenny Euro had to move forward and cover space. I don't know the instruction that was given to Carrick to him when they get to the attacking phase. The position is supposed to be taken and stuff. That has nothing to do with Lenny.
They
You
can't
see
give
that
you
boy Jack
instructions. You have
Fletcher,
to also use judgment. You
which
have
is
to use
true.
judgment.
Is it Lenny Euro's for
It's Fletcher.
that Jack
Fletcher.
Fletcher
So,
couldn't sort out
so
and
now
if
exactly.
actually no pressure on him?
I remember exactly what happened. Yeah, Fletcher lost that ball. Yes, he shouldn't have. But my point is, as a player, you're playing that right back and whatnot. That's why I said that you also have to know your position in terms of risk
True,
and
true,
probabilities.
true.
That's how you play. If you're on the ball, if you know your team is on the ball, if you look on the other side, you see your fullback on the other side is all the way there. You know fully well that you should just a little bit restricted. If you see your people, you have to always think. I think they always say this. You always think, what happens if somebody loses this ball in this place? How quickly can I come in there and cover this danger man that seems free if they get to a place of promise? Like you have to, and he's not there yet, and I can't fault him. He's not right back.
So listen, I'm gonna stand on this. I'm sorry, Mr. Moderator Ayo. Let me clarify something. Now, listen, in coaching, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go coaching. In coaching, what you do in your first phase, second phase, third phase, all those things matter. I don't know what Carrick's information was to Lenny Euro. When that ball, whenever they jump or press, if you're in your first deep third, if the ball gets to the midfield, the position we want you to take. Preseason, that's when you work on all those things, strategies.
That's not
Strat-
instruction. That's judgment too. That's not
no, 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 no,
instruction.
no, no, no.
That's judgment
Strategies.
too. That's player
Strategies.
judgment too.
No, a player judgment today. But where Fletcher lose that ball, whoever did that right will suffer because it's not a ball that Fletcher was supposed to lose because he had time on the ball. Because he had time on the ball, Lenny Euro provided a better option going forward so that Ahmad could tuck into the half spaces. That was the plan. Lenny Euro went to the place because Fletcher was supposed to. Now, this if you said that he went a little quicker, I can give you that yes, because he's a centre back playing at the right back. But at the end of the day, if they give you a pass that is 2 feet and you can't sort out your touch in 3 touches, because the plan was for Fletcher to get that ball and just release it to Lenny Euro that is opening space. Lenny Euro was an option to pass to.
Yeah.
He missed
Right.
it and they attacked through that area. Yes, Lenny Euro is supposed to be there. But also, I don't know the information that was given to Lenny Euro. Maybe this isn't the trigger for Lenny Euro to move was when the ball gets to Fletcher's leg and it just be on the bike. So
Right. Fair
again,
enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
but again, I'm not going to. I know that today it's a pile on Lenny Euro day because we have been piling on that boy.
No, no,
But
no.
but yeah, I can't. No, don't let's do that.
Okay, let's
All
do
right.
final prediction of positions. And this one, I want to hear top five, not just United's own. To wrap it up, predict your final top five. No cop out. That's why I put that there because of Yemi.
Oh,
And I say no cop out. Don't give me if Bruno is this thing or if we get Lamine Yamal in the summer. Then we'll finish here. But if you
Father
don't
in
get,
heaven,
I
can
will
you
get.
answer my prayer, please?
If you can
Give
get
me
prime,
Lamine Yamal.
if you can get prime Luka Modric, that's what I'm asking you. I'm asking you predict United's final position. Don't give me an if when. It's a simple yes. Just give me position. It's a straightforward answer. Yeah, you want to go first because I see you are moving.
Yeah. I can go first.
Top 5. Give me top 5, please. Who's your top 5?
Gunners number 1.
Okay. Unfortunately, sure.
Number 2, Man City.
Okay.
City. Yeah, City. Number 3. Oh, Father. I don't know. Number 3, Manchester United.
Okay. Who's your number 4? This guy is you left Wi-Fi. His Wi-Fi is just breaking. Okay. Who's
Number
your number
5,
4?
Chelsea.
Who's your number 4? You broke up. Who's your number 4?
Liverpool.
Liverpool number 4. Okay.
5,
Chidi.
Chelsea.
Chelsea. Good. Chidi.
But
Give me the top 5.
let me go. Permission to bounce.
All right. Take care.
All right, bro.
No, Chidi. What's your top 5?
Ha!
Okay.
My guy say go lock me in. I thought you said we're just naming whereby you ended the season. Whereby you ended the season.
Let's do top 5. Let's do top 5. No cop-outs. Let's do it.
Do we have to do it in any order?
Yeah. We have to do that. Absolutely.
This guy, honestly speaking, my heart would not let me say Arsenal win a double back to back. I don't have it in me. Like, honestly speaking, it will actually ruin the rest of my week if I make that kind of statement. So I personally don't have it in me. But I think just for the sake of randomness, I'll go Liverpool.
To win the league. Wow. Okay. Well.
Shit. This is just random. I don't have it in me for Gunners to win the league back to back. Impossible. So I'll go Liverpool. I'll go Arsenal.
Okay.
I think City can come in 3rd.
Okay.
I think there's going to be a new entrance that's coming in there somewhere. 4th. I think we end up 5th. I don't think it's Chelsea that's going to end up 4th. I think it's a new entrant. I think it's going to be a new entrance. I'm leaning towards something as random as a Brighton.
Holy crap. Okay.
Or a Bournemouth. Some is going to be a random team that's going to get in there. Again, of course, I'm trolling with the whole Liverpool first, but I just don't have it in me to say Arsenal wins the league again. I don't have it in. There's nothing that you can put a gun to my head. I can never ever say it. I can't say it. I don't have it in me.
As we start now, I'll just say Arsenal. For Arsenal first, I think City still comes 2nd. I think Chelsea come 3rd. I think they'll have a good season because they're playing one game a week. They are very good players. They have good attacking talent. I think United come 4th. And I think Liverpool scrape it to 5th. That's how I think the league will end.
It's not a bad one. We'll see. There's going to be a new entrant this year. I feel it. I feel something.
That can happen. Okay.
That's my wild prediction.
We come to the end of the show, guys. Yemi is gone, but Chudi, thanks, as always, for joining us.
Thanks for having me, bro. Thanks for having me.
As usual, guys, like, share, subscribe. We're out of here. We'll see you guys next week.
Take care, bro.
You're watching Footy Fantasy. It is your steady thing will reach your football needs. Banter from rivalries, sure you go receive. From EPL to Champions League, your eyes will see. It's Footy Fantasy. You're watching Footy Fantasy. Footy Fantasy. It is your steady thing will meet your football need. Your football need. Banter from rivalries, sure you go receive. From EPL to Champions League, your eyes will